targets off helps make you feel more emotionally comfortable with your trade when you're getting into it. That's why we do it that way. It's a HMA. That's a whole moving average. We use a whole moving average on both our tick and range charts. Again, not being time based, being price action based, or based on number of contracts, a number of trades made. It gives us a better view of price action than the typical time based chart. So, for instance, a lot of times you'll have, in the open, you only for a minute candle, you got 1 minute of the open. Whereas on a tick chart, we may end up with, 20, 30 candles depending on the volume. So it's a whole moving average. And we use 3 of them sometimes. I've been doing this lately. Usually I don't have it on here, but I'm trying to use this to help people as a visual, guys. The 3 HMA cross to help you guys get better on your entries. Yeah, it's doing pretty well for. I mean, guys, think about it like this: you do this. You stick with momentum. You stick with the white 89 exponential moving average. You stick with the HMA cross, nice hooks and stochastics from a zone. Those are very powerful trades. Extreme. Why is those trading more powerful, guys? Tell the new guy Ken what. Oh, the hole's a good. It's a really good it's a really good entry thought process after a swing, right? When price action reverses inside the hole, on a lot of different time frames and charts, after a decent swing in the market, you tend to have a pretty good trade, reversal trade on your hands. All right. Any questions on what we need to do today? Stay away from the top, breakout, trade with momentum, trade with stochastics and HMAs, maybe with a nice little M or W this morning. And stay safe on that. I mean, guys, if you follow that, keep it that simple this morning. Follow that. Decent little smooth hooks and stochastics, price action crossing inside the HMA, whether it's tick or range chart, and obviously with momentum, M or W. That's your day. All right. No 9.
All right. I'm going to grab some coffee for the opening.
Cool. There you go.
I'll be back.
If our zones match up, that might be a pretty good confluence in itself, right? Awesome, Megan. One trade. Good job. Lulu, good job. I don't know. Coach Paul's getting coffee. Is Miss Paulina around? No. Maybe she is. Maybe she isn't. Do you want to remind people about boot camp and let them know that we do have a prize going on the referral program? While we and guys, while Miss Paulina jumps on a second, if you have questions about the daily plan or any questions at all on what we need to do, what you need to do, you need to be putting your trade ideas in. And I'll let her talk to you guys about boot camp and the trial. But get your questions ready to go on trade ideas, okay? So I can tell you whether or not you should be taking that trade based on what I know about you personally. So I can help you with that. The other thing is um, any questions about the morning plan? I really want you guys I've been working with this to really chat it, put these things in. That means Joe, Jockap, Tom, pretty much every premier person needs to be putting something in. I mean, Lulu's, she's good, but you guys that I've talked to recently that have had some, hiccups in your trading, you need to be putting your trade ideas in and not trade less trady, more. Hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Is it a good trade? What would you do? All right, Miss Paulina, it's all
I'm here,
yours. I'm gonna grab me
everybody.
some coffee. Thank you, guys.
Good morning, everyone. So by now you should have received our details about the boot camp. It's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia at September 24th to the 26th. And we do keep the boot camp small so that we get individualized attention. And anyone that's ever been to a boot camp tells us that it's a valuable experience and it takes their trading to the next level. So we are giving away a free boot camp to anyone that refers members to come in and trial, and we will be tracking that. So there's a specific link in the email that you can send to your friends and other people to join us on trial, and then you'll be able to get a free seat at boot camp. If anyone has any questions, interested in, hold on. Sorry, okay, question. Yeah, so there's many opportunities to get people to come in as trials. You can even troll another trade room and send our link to gather more people into the room. Like I said, if you want to join Bootcamp, you can call or text me, and I will put my information in the chat box. And any questions you have, or if you're ready to reserve your seat, we'll go ahead and do that because it's filling up quickly. Thank you guys.
Okie dokie. All right. So, hold on just a second here. All righty here. I'm gonna turn on my tick history reversal, guys, because if I'm just gonna do it on the NQ. If it happens, the NQ should give enough juice to get a nice little trade in there. Anybody that wants to follow that, obviously you guys don't have the version that auto trades the reversal for you, but if if you see this convergence between the two the money line and the trend line start to get together here on the tick century, uh, you should probably start looking for that, like a 1, 2, 3 reversal, or just when the money line turns green, jump into it on the long side. I'm gonna scale into 4 contracts. It may only take one. Who cares? It'll still be 100, nice little $150 on a reversal. And if it starts to run, I'll move my target away and put a stop in. Um, that's my plan with tick century today is the reversals from the fringes. That's all I'm going to do. Last week, this new version, obviously, I hope I hope to get it approved this week for you to get it in you guys' hands. But I'm super excited about this. These reversals and money line trades have been just on fire with NQ and ES. Um, every time this thing changes colors and let it auto entry, it's printed money. I mean, look at here's what I finished on Friday with. I didn't trade this because I didn't like the flat being right next to uh, the 200. Um, but reversal here from the bottom, nice little winning trade. Uh, took this reversal. That was a nice little winner right there. And then same on this one, nice little reversal. Same here, nice little reversal. Didn't really touch this, didn't like how flat it was. Not that one either. Got this one for a couple little wins here. This one actually printed some money because it kept coming back, getting contract, going down, taking profits. So I'm excited to get this in you guys' hands. I'm really excited to get it in your hands. This is going to be a great tool, especially when this reversal happens in a zone. I like to see that. I like seeing that a lot when it reversed from one of our zones. That typically means that you're going to have a decent little winner on your hands. Um, so these are, you guys saw me do this one on Friday. I did this one live in front of you on Friday. Um, I told you my one regret on this one Friday is not moving my target away. That was my one regret. And then I missed that earlier reversal. The two regrets Friday: the early reversal and not moving the target on that one. Those are my only two regrets Friday. But the point I'm trying to make here is you guys should start getting excited about this. Those of you using Tick Sentry, um, let it. When it turns in a zone, those are ideal situations. Ideal situations or near a zone, it turns. All right. Now, those of you that are newer to us, good morning, Elliot. What's up, buddy? Winning some higher highs and higher lows right now. Well, not quite past the previous swing yet. Um, if you're looking at the NQ, here, everybody go to my screen, my market analysis screen. Now, those of you that don't trial, I will trade on both screens. I'll trade on Tick Sentry and this and the market analysis screen. My main manual trading happens on this screen. You'll see me trade manually on that. If I'm telling you that I'm going to get into a trade, usually it's on this screen. If I tell you what I'm going to do on Tick Sentry, usually I plan that in advance and say, okay, this looks like decent reversal territory. I'll turn on the reversal line, or I like the money line trade, which is just a retrace to this and continuation with a trend or continuation of momentum trade. All right. Nice. Good job, Lulu. All right, guys. Yeah, get ready for the open now. If you need to do a coffee break or something like that, get it done now. Let me see if anybody put any questions in for me. Nobody put any trade ideas or questions in? Okay. Here, let me spoon feed you one. Um, if 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 I would love to see this. This is something I would like to see this morning. I would love to see. Anybody know what I'm about to say here? Yeah. Well, I'm most likely Lulu because we're staying below this area, but I would love to see this. And just do this for a little bit, and then I'd love to see it go up here and make my last little M, and I would sell the crap out of that. That's what I would love to see this morning. How about that for a trade idea, people? That's pretty simple. Can't draw it out better than that. That's a great. Who else? Who wouldn't love to see that? A little fake out breakout to the top side and let me sell it. Come on. I'll take that all day long. We'll get our runner from that too if you guys don't jump out of the trade too early. Oh man, Jock Cap missed that. I gotta do that again for Jock Cap. All right. No questions, no trade ideas. Come on, people. Wake up.
16 tick.
All right. Lulu, what did she say? Are you starting evening meetup next week? I thought you guys were going to start this week. Hang on a second. Well, I was 16. Hold on a second. 16 tick mentioned. Oh yeah. We got to update that video, Ken, to be honest with you, because we use a 8-tick reversal. Let me put people on my market
16
analysis.
tick on the YM, I guess, if you're using YM.
Yeah, 16 ticks on the YM, or 16 range, 8 range, or 8 ticks on that, and we use a 30 tick or range on the NQ. So those just can those just signify when? So we like to use it with these rejection bars too, and the HMA. Keeping it simple. Comes from a zone. Our momentum's down. Everything's down. If you were trading at 4 o'clock this morning, 4:45, you would have sold this pattern inside this HMA, most likely down to this zone here before it reversed again. And that would be a nice little trade. So it's just the market. We look at what the average reversal is, and then one of the things we did was we went out and just did some little research and said, okay, where do most retail traders get stopped out on the reversal? Well, 8 ticks on the ES, 30 ticks on the NQ, and 16 ticks on the YM. So if you wanted to reverse a market, that would take all the stops out. So we look for that as a reversal inside of we want to do it with momentum and trend, like to do it with stochastics. But at the end of the day, that's the size reversal that typically means the market will start going in that direction, especially when it comes from one of our zones. Tom, you and Lulu, I thought you guys were going to start member meetup this week. Yes or no? Yeah. Do it this week, guys. Let's get you guys rolling by tomorrow night.
Didn't we set that up already?
So you guys are all in it, right? All going to meet up with, everybody's going to do the member meetup tomorrow or Wednesday, whenever Lulu and Hutch can do it.
Well, did we set up a room already?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Member meetup room.
Cool.
JockCap says today, hey JockCap, go to my market analysis screen. I'm going to change it to that because it's just what I'm going to say here. Real quick before the open, real quick, guys. Those of you that were on coffee break, when just a few minutes ago when I said, hey, my ideal trade this morning would be what? This would be my ideal trade this morning. Real quick before the open, let me knock it out. Where's my path? Path. I would love to see something like this. And then a little backwards action. No, I'm just kidding. Something like this, and then you get a nice little M to form up here. Sell that puppy down. That would be my ideal trade this morning. all the crap and junk here. Chop up, crap, junk, push up, get a little fake out to the upside. Let retail traders not realize the pivot sitting right there, and a nice little M from that. I would sell that in a heartbeat, and most likely that would end up being a runner. So that would be my ideal trade this morning. If I wanted to plan that in advance, I mean, we got to be partial for shorts right now because everything says down, right? You got to be a little partial to shorts. There you go, Jim. All right. Since nobody gave me trade ideas, I'll give you trade ideas. The other one I would look at, this is the other one I look at, is I would probably give it one shot, but I wouldn't do it on the open. Is a little opposite of that. Since we saw that price action down here, I would give a little shot on a one. This would be my last little area, this 55 from 53, because the 53 it kept coming up as that low from 53. Get a little W here. I'd give one counter shot on that. Those would be the two trades that I would be most likely looking at. All right, let's get ready for the open. Here we come. Those of you newer to trading, struggling to be consistently profitable, please, please. Again, we have a low volume open, but please, please be aware of the open usually being a little erratic as the big orders. There you go. Real quick on that one. This is why I love the new version of Tick Century, although I did not move my target like I said I was going to do, and I'm going to regret that one. But nice little winner there on the NQ with Tick Century. Nice little $500 on that one. Printed $500, just turning on the auto trader. Auto trader for the win. Boom. You're okay. Auto trader for the win. Hey, look at my drawing. Do you think the market will go backwards like in my drawing?
Maybe so, huh? Yeah, might get.
This is fun. Keep doing this. I would take that M trade. Do it. I mean, technically, there's a little bit of a sell signal. Again, those without permission to trade the open, don't trade it. I just don't. I think we should sit on sidelines for a minute longer. The NQ did what I wanted on the reversal. Did anybody take that reversal with me? That was pretty clean. I know you had to do it manually on your Tick Century, but I did call it out about an hour in advance. That was an easy one. Now you got a money line trade on the NQ.
Yeah, you're gonna bounce off that 77 too. Oh, what happened here?
It's a good. That's a little bit of confluence in itself, right there, huh?
Just couldn't get me in there enough. Yeah, that 77 bounce
get
was
it fast
nice.
enough.
It did that thing where I switched back and forth, and it put me in. I had to cancel it and reset it. I missed it.
I know. I wonder if. Let me try that real quick. See if it does. See if it does it on this one. Nope,
He was
doesn't on this version.
yeah, no, that should be fixed on
I'm not
that
going to take
version.
a second. I'm not going to take
No,
this.
don't take
guys,
it. Don't take it
just
now.
so you know, if you,
reverse.
those of you that are new to us, there's a little. Those of you that are new to us, there's a little icon next to the windows, the screen, so you can read our screens. You can lock that screen if you don't want me switching you back and forth. If you do want me switching you back and forth, just don't lock it. But if you do like to look at one of the screens, without going, I didn't want to go through the well again, but money line trade worked again on the NQ. Guys, if you can't trade this version of Tick Century and make money, don't trade. Stop trading. This is way too easy, especially from a zone. Come on, seriously. Am I stupid by saying that?
Yeah, I couldn't get in
The
fast enough.
reversal worked.
Anybody else take
Money
it?
line would have worked, and I should have done it. I should have kept the second one on. I tried to tell you guys. $73.50. That's probably not horrible. $73.50. Oh, that's inside that zone, but if you manage to trade quickly, guys, manage it. You need a manager.
You need a manager.
You need a manager. Hey, Lulu, the only thing I don't like about that one is Tom. Well, not for you, Lulu, because you can do it quickly, but Tom, that might end up being a scalp. So you got to be quick with that one. And Lulu knows how to do it. So that's the only thing that would scare me for you, Tom. So just if you're going to do it, understand that your stop's got to be managed extremely well, and it needs to set up perfectly for you. It needs to not chop up there. Now, again, for Lulu, she'll have it there and take a point and a half out of it, walk away. I don't know if you're that fast at managing your trades yet, Tom. Does that make sense? It's the only thing that worries me about that one. But do it. Look, the market is going backwards just like my drawing.
Yeah, it's setting up just exactly like you said.
Isn't it? No, the first drawing I made before JockCap came back was exactly like what is happening right now. So I would definitely love to see that happen. Oh, looks like we got a couple more trials showing up here. Those of you that are on trial here, newer to us on trial, after a couple minutes, maybe I should just do it now. Just do a quick review of the new trial people. So you're probably looking at my Tick Century screen. So we do have an auto trader that you can download and use while you're on trial with us. You have a whole 7 days to get used to it. We've already done a couple decent wins on the NQ with it this morning. I missed these two trades. Should have had it on for those two. And we'll turn it back on in just a couple minutes. That reversal on the ES, I should have done a reversal on the ES. So we have a auto trade that reverses when we call it money line. When it turns green, it makes you money. Or you get a green arrow, it makes you money. When it turns red, it makes you money. Or when you get a red arrow, it makes you money if you have it turned on. I should have kept that reversal on the ES. That would have been a big time money maker. But I was kind of afraid of the ES on the open. NQ I was a little bit more comfortable with. So, and then for those of you that are newer to us on trial, let me bring you guys here. Again, lock the screen, guys. Before I do this, before I bring you to the screen, if you want to stay on one of our screens, Paul's Tick Century, my Tick Century, my market analysis screen, my drawing is working out exactly the way I said it would.
Yeah, it's playing out perfectly.
Except for I expected the market to go backwards today, and it did go backwards. Man, odd. So bring everyone here. So lock the screen that you want. You can click on the settings icon next to the name of the screen, and it has a lock screen or a detach to another screen. You can do that. I'm about to bring everybody to my market analysis screen and talk through what we want to do with this trade. While we're waiting for the trade to set up, real quick, those of you that are newer to us on trial, I'm going to do this lightning speed. Go to libertytradingclub.com, log in to the members area. You're in our live trade room now. Schedule a call to talk to Coach Paul about what you're doing and what you need help with, and we'll guide you through how we do that to help people. Really quick, tomorrow we're going to have class in the elite room on planning your trades in advance. Everybody should be there. It'll be as soon as we close the main session. I'm doing class on planning your trades in advance at 11 a.m. We'll be doing that most likely. Premier Clubhouse this afternoon. Everybody come there. Premier people, trial people, you're welcome to come. 2 p.m. this afternoon. We will be looking for a trade or reviewing the morning's trades. Then if you've been trading for a while, I would highly suggest going down the right-hand side here and watching the first 5 videos on Elite Class replays. that will give you a really good idea of what we're doing, how we're doing it. I'm looking on my other screens at the chart, and then up here on the right hand side, there are some auto traders we have, some tools that we have that we are zone traders. We trade from levels that we predetermine. So we wait for the markets to get those levels and then trade from it with a trend and momentum definition. That is pretty simple to use. Some partner offers here, and then some stuff you can download to help you track trades, things like that, trade ideas. So please jump into the members area, those that are new, and get some time in there and schedule a call with a coach. We'll happily walk you through what you need to do.
Yes.
Again, welcome to us. Welcome, welcome. So now my drawing was a little bit further out than it should have been. Let's see. Maybe we drag this guy out some. Let's get our M out here. Something like this is what I want to see. I'm over here. Something like that.
We need to get you a Epic pen.
Maybe something like this. What? I'm usually wrong about stuff like this.
Let's see, Lulu. Are you long? Yep.
73.50. She just got to bounce off of one of her levels. Still a nice little winner. Good job, Lulu. She is a master at those levels too.
Yeah, she got some insider information on those levels.
Ain't good at doing them. Well, I'm with you. I can't. Resistance 23.810. 23.810. Little resistance. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I'd probably look at that also up there around that somewhere around like 23.877. You get up there, that would be a decent little sell. Looking for that too on the NQ. I'm going to trade the NQ that way this morning. I'm going to use Tick Century for the NQ this morning. All right. I missed a reversal again on the NQ. Dang it. Again, those that are on trial, we've had a couple Tick Century trades on my Tick Century screen. We did a couple reversals, let it do the auto trade for us, and got some decent little wins out of that. And I said I was going to do reversals on the NQ, and I didn't do this one. Poo-poo on my part. All right, Lulu. Didn't quite get to where I thought it would get to. I didn't get through 73.50 either. Keep following the short side, Lulu. Everything except for the price area I wanted to get to happened. Everything except for that. Still got time to do it though. Let's see. I think it would be okay with looking for a money line trade on the NQ, people. Let's see. Look at the price action for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna look at that. I won't give it too much of a leash. I think I'm gonna do that on the ES as well. To be honest with you, since I missed a reversal,
It
let's
come
see if we get
down
a
a
little
little bit.
decent money line trade on that.
Yeah.
A couple little scalps I'll look for here, guys. I'm not gonna try to Yeah, I'm not going to try to push it hard. I don't want to give a lot of money back to the market. If it doesn't, if the money line trade doesn't work immediately, I'm not going to close it. Everybody can use the money line trade because you have it in your tick century. Let's see if that works. Not setting up the way I want it. Not quite. It's got to turn now, or I'm gonna click. I'm gonna turn it off. Got to turn now. Yeah, and I'm on my tick century screen. I've got a couple setups here on that. It's not going to have the 89 is too flat, guys. Let's turn this off on the ES. The 89 is just too flat for me.
I am patiently waiting.
Probably still will work. If you're big green, it probably still will work. And remember what I talked about this morning. If you're manually trading and you're not using one of our auto traders, you've got to wait. Be patient. Look, again, this is exactly what I talked about this morning, guys. Tell me this is not everything we covered in our chop, breakout, chop, breakout, chop, chop, chop. This is exactly what we expect in Q. Does it do anything? No, it's not. Chopping around, breaking out, chop, chop, breakout, chop, chop, breakout, chop, chop, breakout's coming next, guys. I think I said that was coming, guys. Pretty sure I said that, right?
Yeah. You're getting up
now in Q.
Yeah, you're
that
getting.
trade. Got it. Got it. Go get it. Boom. Another one. Anybody do the tick century money line trade with me?
You paying off today.
On the NQ.
Just like
I
you
did it
call
on the NQ. I killed the ES and left the NQ on. I told you guys I was doing it. Levels are a game changer, guys. Nobody did the NQ money line trade. I just gave you that one, handed that one on silver platter. PBR, good job, buddy. Nice. That was an easy one. All right. Good job, PBR. I'm glad you're doing better, PBR. Or you're just too tough not to do bad. One or the other.
He don't know any better.
He don't know no better.
He don't know no better.
Screens were disgustingly dirty for some reason. I cleaned those this weekend.
Yeah.
Computer monitor.
There you go.
Something done. Hey. I mean, if you expanded my drawing from earlier, it still looks like the ideal trade that I was looking for this morning is starting to set up. It's just doing it further out than I thought it would, and not the exact pattern I thought was going to happen. I thought we were going to get the chop. It started to work exactly the way I thought it would work, and then they pushed it down just a little bit. I guess to take stops on people that wanted to take it long. But if we get up here, here's your 73.50 coming up, Lulu, as well. If you can manage a trade really, really, really well, this is a decent little swing to trade from. So Lulu might be spot on with that 73.50, guys. But you got to manage that trade like a hawk, okay? She just nailed it too, didn't you? Did it go up there to the tick? Nice. Good call, Lulu. Good trade call. You got it. One. That was perfect. Did it actually hit 73.50? I don't see that it hit 73.50. I told you that's why you need to manage that trade like a hawk. You got 73.50 on this one, 73.75. You know, M from there. You've got NQ coming back from a retest level. So if you get decent little M on that, you probably would look to sell it. I'm going to lay off. I've had a couple good trades on Tick Century this morning, so I'm just going to lay off for a little bit and see what these markets want to do now. but nobody's other than Lulu and a couple other people that sent me some private messages on trade ideas. The reason I went through this trade on the ES is because somebody asked me about it, and this is exactly what I would look for. And you'll see me trade it on my market analysis screen manually if I see that M happen good. So again, knew that this should be an area that we get a little pushback down from. So if that happens and we get up here on the ES and we see that nice little M pattern, I'm selling it. Do I need to keep this drawing on my screen? Is it helping anybody, the drawing? I mean, I know it's silly, but I was like, but that's exactly what I want to happen, though. Just spread that drawing out a little bit. Am I just talking? What could mine? One of those days where you're just running your mouth.
Rambling. No, you're good stuff though.